congratulations on making the Tour Championship.
Thank you.
So this is nothing new to you.
No.
This is, you said 5 times?
Yes, this is my 5th time here at Tour Finals.
Wow. Seeded number 1?
Yeah.
So have you been seeded 1 before?
No, I don't think so. 2nd and 4th, maybe, I think are my 2 highest. Yeah.
So is that a big thing to be seated in the top 4 and not have that extra match?
I think so. I mean, we've heard it at the Olympics this year. To reach this point in the game, you have to be the best. So no one here is an easy match. There's no easy game. So to get 1 round by is a big break. So I think any time that you get a chance to move on without having to put yourself at risk of being knocked out is a huge advantage.
Yeah, for sure. Now, again, you had a phenomenal year. You got a 1st, a 2nd, a 3rd. I mean, that's some people's career, right? I mean, that's exceptional and good for you for doing it.
Thank you.
I mean, you're someone that has either works on your game or has worked on your game so much that you've gotten to that point. How tough has it been for you to get to that?
I mean, it's obviously been a lot of work. When I was in high school, all I did was bowl. I bowled 5 times a week, 3 leagues, I subbed, and then I practiced on top of that. But fortunately, I've had a really great support network. Obviously, my brother is also competitive in the game, so having someone to compete with all the time has helped. And then my sister, top level coaching. It's just that reliable person in your corner that you can always text no matter what's going on. Yeah. So I think the support network that I've had has really been the big factor for it, just combined with all the work that we've done. Yeah.
Now, do you make many adjustments in a tournament?
Nothing crazy. I would like to think I've fine-tuned my game pretty technically. So if I do make an adjustment, it's an inch here or there, a little wiggle on the lane, but a lot of it is just focusing on good execution and making sure that I'm releasing the ball well. So I would say I focus more on adjusting my execution and making sure that's pristine before I adjust where I stand or if I change balls.
Right. What does it take to make you have to change balls? Like, it has to be really bad?
Yeah, usually feeling like super lost. Like if I'm inconsistent with my hits, pocket and then a punch and then a miss, like if that's going on, then usually I'll change balls just to get a more consistent reaction. Yeah. Or if I'm punching a lot in a row, then I'm going to make an adjustment because obviously that line is just not working in that moment.
Right. Okay, so you won Heritage.
Yeah.
I mean, again, big tour stop.
Yes, yeah. It was nice. Like I had won Regina before and then obviously was very successful at Regina again this year. So going into a tournament with a different format, I really wanted to prove that I can do well in a situation like that. Yeah. So it was just focusing on like consistency throughout the day, which I think I did really well. And then I ran into a little bit of trouble and then came back with a really big double. Yeah. And then just kind of rode that wave until the end.
Yeah. What do you think of that format?
I love it. I am always a big advocate for more bowling. I love getting to bowl lots. Yeah. So an opportunity where I'm guaranteed at least 7 games on Sunday is excellent for me. Yeah. So it's both. I mean, it's a hybrid. You're basically bowling match play and you're bowling, your score, scratch score, so combined. Yeah. So, and again, that's one format. Are there any other? Like now all the tour stops have like a little different spin on each of their formats. So you like that? Yeah, my favorite is anything that is a combination. I'm a big believer in consistency. So anything where I'm pushed to be more consistent, I obviously prefer that. Yeah. But I do enjoy the high intensity of the 3-game knockouts or the pins game format here at Tour Finals. I do really enjoy that. One ball can make it or break it.
Yeah. I like that each of these events are a little different.
Absolutely.
They make them unique, and you going into them, you know what you're what to expect. Yeah. Now, Open. So you played the Open this year.
Yeah.
Singles, won Alberta.
Yes.
You go to Nationals.
Yes, we went to Nationals, and you know what? I obviously have had a few months to kind of process it all, and I'm incredibly proud of what I did. I didn't come home with a gold medal, but I went out against a field of the best male competitors in Canada this year, and I won the field by about 200 points. And to do that over 21 games really proved that I can set my mind to a goal and achieve it. Yeah. And Jeff was excellent in the finals, and I made it close. I gave myself a chance. Yeah. And that's part of sports. You're not going to win everything. Yeah. But I definitely achieved what I wanted to this year.
Yeah. No, for sure. And again, your YBC career, you had an exceptional YBC career.
Yeah.
Did that help you feel comfortable going into the adult ranks when you got out of it?
Absolutely. I mean, just having the ability to compete and to understand competition, I think was a big help. But I have to give credit to start playing the tour events at a younger age. Obviously, my brother started playing, and then a few years after that is when I started playing, and just witnessing and understanding the level of competition with adults really helped to make that transition smoother. I knew how to compete, I knew how to throw shots in pressure moments, but looking at the bigger picture and going from averaging 230 to win events to averaging 260 to qualify for events that was the big jump. And I think playing those events as a youth, being surrounded by the adults, is what made that happen.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you were still in the 260s, typically your last few years of seniors, so you were very competitive already.
Yeah.
I mean, I find it interesting that everybody at any given day can play well. So you're a little overwhelmed when you see these names, yet you bowl with them in a tournament and you see them, I mean, they had 2,000. Yeah. Right? You think, okay, they're not completely unhuman, that this can happen, right?
Yes.
You know, but those are the guys that find a way to get to qualify, right? They have their one bad shift. So I've noticed you're qualifying, you qualify fairly high typically.
Yeah, and again, that's just having the right mindset, and that's something I've had to learn over the years of qualifying, is don't think so much about that big number. Don't think, okay, I need to get to 2150. Yeah. Because if I think about that, then I'm only aiming for 2150. Right? And chances are I'm not going to hit that. I'm going to be a little bit under. Right. So if I just, set an average of, okay, I want to average about 270 each game, then I can break that down. Okay, I need to hit 100 by the 4th frame, 200 by the 8th frame. That gives me 2 frames to play with some bonus points. Right. So that's just, working on the mind frame. And then also respecting the competition. Every tournament is going to be a big cut, so you're going to throw you got to throw strikes. Yeah, absolutely. So, and I mean, we're blessed with good proprietorship. Yes. All these events are extremely well run. Absolutely. You've got you help out with the WCBT and as well, and that type of thing. And I mean, the Pro League. So you're heavily involved in the game. Yeah, I mean, I think it's important to give back. Bowling has been such a big community for me. It helped pay for my first degree through scholarships and opportunities to travel. So any chance that I get, whether it's through helping with the media or being on the board or running the Pro League streams, I think that's a big opportunity to give our next generation of bowlers an opportunity to have the same experiences that I did. So next year you're going back to school? Yes, back to school, second degree. Okay, I'm going back for a Bachelor's of Education at the University of Calgary, but because I already have a degree, it's only 2 years instead of 4. Perfect. Yeah. So are you looking forward to that change? I am. I'm ready for something new. I'm scared because I haven't been in school for a while, so we'll see how the study techniques are, but it should be all right. I've always enjoyed school. Yeah. Are you going to be able to play some of the events, all the events next year, or is that most of them. I probably won't be playing Winnipeg just because December is right around finals for the school year. And then same with Regina. It'll depend on midterms and reading week. But my partner and I have had a big conversation. We know that bowling is a big part of my life. It's a big part of my identity. Yeah. So we're working on a plan to play as much as I can for next year. Yeah. Yeah. So how much did you make last year on the tour? I don't know the exact number, but including club tour, because I did very well there. I know it's not part of WCBT, but I think I was pushing about the $35,000 to $40,000 mark. Wow. Yeah. So that's like green and gold. Yes. Yeah. So that's pretty much everything. Everything. Yeah. Everything that's that amazing. Gave cash. Yeah. Absolutely. Well, good for you. Thank you. So the first match is done. You know who you're playing. Yeah. Tim. So Tim. Yeah, Tim and I, obviously we've known each other for a long time. He grew up competing with my sister, so I've kind of always looked to him as a role model, but the last few years I've bowled with him on Masters and the Open, so we've known each other's games. I'm not expecting any surprises really. I know it's going to be a good game. I know he's going to throw strikes. My job is just to throw more strikes than he does.
Yeah. Well, that's the variable of this game, right? I mean, we all have head pins. We all get corner pins. I mean, not necessarily every good ball we throw gets us a strike and that type of thing. So now you're playing head to head, and I mean, it's 10 mini match type thing, right? Yeah. So what do you think this pins format as far as what do you have to do?
Yeah.
How do you focus on it?
I really break it down, like you said, mini matches, right?
Okay.
So I can have the double, you throw a corner, you lose that frame because your opponent throws a strike.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It was a great ball and you got a corner. Doesn't matter. Move on. Get the next frame. So it's really just kind of staying in the moment and really focusing on good execution. Every ball matters here. You can't leave anything out on the deck.
Yeah.
So just ball by ball.
Yeah. Excellent. Well, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck this year here, and then good luck next year as well.
Thank
with
you.
your school and everything. All right, Tim, congratulations.
Thank you.
Well done. So one match done.
Yes.
How'd it go? Like, what did you...
Well, as always, it's a bundle of nerves and a bundle of adrenaline and everything else like that. But I wanted to play first just to see, to maybe put a little bit of heat on him. And because Sly, like I mentioned earlier, so you had to get up on Sly, right? And so we split the first 2 frames and we split the second 2. And in the 5th frame, I messed up. I was kind of pissed at myself. I got a 10 count. Punched, I didn't clean up my wood. And we mentioned how we need to pick up our wood. Sly does the same thing.
Oh, wow.
And I said, that's a win for me, right?
Yeah.
It's a loss for him technically in his head, probably because he should have got that 10.
Yeah.
And then I had a carryover and I threw a strike and I won the 5, right? So that was big. So
and it was just a total.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Total really didn't matter after he opened 10, right? So
right.
Yeah. So that was a big turning point for me, I thought.
Yeah. So absolutely, big part of the match. I mean, you're expecting a loss.
Yes.
And all of a sudden now you've got an opportunity.
A carryover and that's a win for me, right? Yeah. Extra life, right?
Yeah. I find it interesting that you still get pumped up. You get the adrenaline and that. Like, I mean, for as much as you bowl and as all the things, it's still important, right?
It is. Like I don't try to if you follow me along a little bit more. As I got older, I stopped doing that as much stuff because let's face it, we're not the same age we used to be, and your energy levels are a lot not there as what they used to be either, right? But in this thing, your adrenaline's running, right? Yeah. And I feel like if you're maybe show a little bit more emotion, you can maybe put a little bit more pressure on that person, right? It has nothing against Sly. It's just who you're playing against, you put a little bit more pressure.
It's everybody.
On. Yeah,
you're doing that if it's everybody, and they're doing the same thing.
Absolutely,
they're trying to get themselves up and try and keep them up to help themselves. Yeah, right on. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Well done. Good luck in the next match.
Perfect.
So Tyler, in the next match, so that'll be easy.
I mean, if Adam played this year, I mean, I think Adam and Tyler and Mitch and Greg those are the top 4, I think, right? Yeah. In Canada, and I honestly have nothing to lose. I think everybody's probably expecting me not to beat Tyler, so I mean, at this point, I have nothing to lose, so I'll give it my best for sure. Yeah.
And that's great attitude, right? You're just going to go out, and I mean, you kind of go that way against everybody, but when you're playing one of the best, you're going to expect the best, and you just go out there and
see what happens.
Play well.
Yeah, perfect.
Good. Well,
awesome.
Again, good luck.
Thanks, Greg.
Thanks.